Hey y'all, it is 2024. Happy 2024. I don't know about you, but I have never, ever in my entire life been so happy to kick a year out the door. Holy freaking wow. So we're gonna do a little previously on ASTV. So previously, last year, we started the year off strong. I was first quarter in New York City more than I was home because, y'all, I got to be on an episode of And Just Like That, the Sex and the City sequel? Is it a sequel? Whatever. The Sex and the City show, And Just Like That. And I couldn't tell anybody about it because of the freaking actors strike. Can you imagine how much I wanted to tell you about this? Then Aaron Tveit came back to Broadway, which was a big deal in my house. I know it's not maybe a big deal in your house, but holy wow. The first quarter, here was the goal. Spend as much money as you can and then make it back in the previous quarters. But some of y'all may remember, I got knocked on my ASS in March of last year and went out for unexpected emergency neurosurgery. And that did a number on me. It did a number on me. You may remember I was like, Kendrick 2.0 is going to be farther, further, faster, baby, to quote the Marvel, Captain Marvel. Is that who said it? Stronger, whatever. And then, you know what I realized? It was just more of what I didn't need to do. More overgiving, more boundaryless stuff, boundaryless living. And I learned a lot in 23. I came back to work way too early. I made a lot of mistakes. I burned a lot of bridges. And that's life, you know? That's life. I did my best. Looking back, I would change so much, but I am not going to feel guilty about it because guilt is an amateur sales tool. And baby, I am no amateur when it comes to selling. So at the end of 2023, though, I feel like I found me again, which brings us to 2024. Everywhere you look, you got somebody telling you, oh, this is what you need to do this year. This is how to do it this year. This is how to do it this year. So I'm going to challenge that. I'm going to give you something different to think about for 2024. I started playing around with this at the end of last year, more in 24. You know, everywhere we look, people are talking about simplifying, cutting back, downsizing, and all of that stuff is important. I am not suggesting that we need less simplicity. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I want to make sure that when we get to wherever we're trying to get to, that we're actually happy. What the hell does happy have to do with selling? When do you think you're going to sell more? When you're like this, or when you're falling over because you're so tired and you've lost yourself? And your confidence, and which one's going to sell better? So your happiness really does, I mean, in all seriousness, it really does, it helps you sell more because people are attracted to that positive, happy energy. But I wonder if you, like me, can lose yourself in all of the online business stuff. This is where, you know, I want to talk in 24 about being multidimensional. I want more you. I feel like the online world, we got all kinds of shadiness going on. Shady in the online world. It's brutal out there, and that shadiness can lead us to lose ourselves. We forget how wonderful we are. We forget what makes us us. And then you couple that with branding advice, which I know is accurate. By the way, I am not saying to anybody who does branding, this is the wrong thing. But branding advice that I feel like distills us down to one or two things. And I'm not one or two things, and neither are you. You know, one day I may have on my pleather. The next day I may have on a formal. The next day I may have on my sweats and no makeup. I want to show all those sides of me because that's authentic. And in today's shady, overcrowded world, we don't need to swim in the sea of sameness. Let's get out of that sea and swim in the sea of authenticity. How do we do that? Well, we start with you. You got to know who you are to survive in this world. You got to be able to stand there and look at the sea of sameness and say, that is shady and I don't want it. That may get me money faster. but it's false. It's fake. Do I want to be false and fake? I don't. So More in 24 is something that I started playing with at the end of last year. And that's what we're doing here. We're doing more Kendrick, more sides of Kendrick, multi-dimensions of Kendrick. Kendrick's not just the sales expert. You know what? Kendrick's not just the mom who loves her kid more than anything. That is a huge part of my personality. But she's gone in a couple of years, y'all. And I got to know who I am without that. So it starts with you, about you being multidimensional. So the first exercise, the first tactical, practical thing I'm going to tell you to do, and this shouldn't be hard, y'all, is write down all the facets of you, all the dimensions of you. And I'm going to give you mine so that you can see how easy this is. I am a redhead. I am a southerner. I am a mama. I am a sales expert. I freaking love Broadway. I love New York City. I love to put my sweats on and no makeup and curl up on the couch and cocoon and binge watch TV and not move. I also love to get dressed up in my pearls and my diamonds, not that I have a lot of diamonds, and my fancy stuff and a formal and go out. It is this whole idea that we have talked about for so long that we are a mess of contradictions, but they're beautiful. Let's make people feel better about themselves by seeing what's real. Remove the filters. Let's be real. So More in 24 means be multidimensional, but really what More in 24 means is it means more you. It means more money. It means more customers. I can't even say it without smiling, y'all. I mean, like, look, doesn't that sound good? More of you. And don't be scared of more of you, because you are freaking fabulous. You're fabulous, darling. And all those things that have told you, you have to be just this. That's shady selling. I'm willing to bet that if you're watching me, you know your why. So let's start with you. Let's start with you. Get real honest with yourself. What are the sides of you? Do you like to eat a whole pizza in your sweats and then go play pickleball? That sounds actually horrible, but maybe it's play pickleball and then whatever. Then let's talk about that. Be multidimensional. Be a mess of contradictions. So to be clear, More in 24 is not about overcomplicating things. It's not about more of what you dislike. It's about more of what you love, less of what you hate. Start with you. What are the dimensions of you? Fall in love with those dimensions. Like there's all this goodness waiting for you in the future. There's more of what you love. It's out there. It's waiting for us in 24. And yeah, there may be neurosurgery. I sure as hell hope not, but it could be there. But let's go after. Let's spend our time getting more of what you love, more you, more money, more customers in a way that is authentic, not in the sea of sameness. It's going to be a ride, y'all. Stick around. We have got some incredible content coming up the first quarter for you. Ring the bell. Tell other people about this. You are going to learn. What are you going to get for being here? Yeah, you're going to get more Kendrick. But you're also going to get tactical, practical, proven tips to help you get more customers and make more money, which allows you to create a life you love, which allows you the freedom to do what you love every day. More in 24, I believe in you, and I believe in your business.